Good morning. No music today. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, every day you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. You follow this guy. Worked on Wall Street, worked in Manhattan. Watch some of the best traders in the world, and we're going to go over some crypto news this morning right away. There's no time to waste. Two major topics I want to talk about, obviously. And then if you pay attention to this, Vitalik Burton, excuse me, as I stumble. Good morning to you and everyone. We're going to go over the five big steps. And we're going to talk about the merge, the surge, the verge, the purge, and the splurge. 5 big steps for Ethereum to make its way into this crazy world to be able to do 100K transactions. You're going to watch the video real quick. It's 10 seconds. He just talks about it. So I don't sound crazy, but this is his plan, not mine.
Merge, the surge, the verge, and then a bit lower is going to be the purge and the splurge, right? So the merge is proof of stake, the surge is sharding, and the verge is vertical trees. The purge is like things like state expiry and like deleting old history, and the splurge is basically just all of the other fun stuff. So big 5 categories of like stuff that's happening in Ethereum protocol lands, right? Where
5 big categories. Good morning, Lyric, to you. Lyric, if you could please in the chat while you're here, are you the one that I owe rally token to? Because if so, we're actually going to do that at the end of this video. So hold on tight. I promise. Even if we lose power, we're going to reconnect and we're going to make sure we do that. Just wanted to confirm that you were the gentleman or the follower that is a loyal follower. And we did not get able to do the rally token. If you are the person, please just let me know, because currently I want to get that done. We do that for everybody in this channel. We were unable to do that for a specific person. I forget the name and who, but I just want to make sure I get that done when I can for the person that's live, because they're a very loyal follower and they deserve it. But going on with the rest of this, we're going to learn about that today. Yes. As I said, we're going to learn about it. The merge, the surge, the verge, and the purge. 100,000 transactions per second, 2023. It's going to take, and we're going to break it down really, really, really fast as possible, all the way through. Not that fast the way you can't read it. But here we go, breaking it down for you as quickly as possible. Here's the roadmap. According to the roadmap, surge is the very first and most important step leading to the introduction of sharding or sidechains in 2023. This step will be advantageous for the network users, as eventually it will reduce the transactions costs and time, which is currently obviously the biggest problem we're having for the layer 1 Ethereum. Good morning, Gary, to you. And it was Lyric. So at the end, confirmed at the end of this video, if anyone's interested in Rally Token, we're going to take a look at that. And I have not taken a peek. I have not done a single thing, so we're not prepared as usual. But we're going to go live, and we're going to do this. Well, I was supposed to go live the other night, and we ran into problems. I got stuck where I was, and I could not make it to do the video. I was very disappointed. I let the Wolves in the chat know, the Wolves of Wall Street chat on Instagram that we have, but I did not announce it, so I do apologize, and I owe you an apology for that. You were very professional in it. We did lose a subscriber over it, possibly, or somebody just comes and goes as it is. But here we are with the second step, if you don't mind. We're going to go through. We're going to talk about this, and then we're going to do some TA like we always do. All right, well, the second step is the verge. This step, which will allow smaller proof sizes by simply upgrading Merkle proofs by launching vertical trees. The main advantage of its introduction is that it will enhance the storage and will maximize the network and eliminate node size. Okay, so thirdly, the purge, and we already watched that movie. We kind of have an idea of what that is. You hit the like and subscribe. The purge will be used for cleaning purposes, right? Get rid of everybody, execute, and it will delete previous data to enhance the storage and eliminate the network traffic. So it'll be doing a little cleanup, which sounds very well. Splurge, last but not least, will be used for the smooth functioning of the network. Slight updates have been done on it, but mostly it will run on the previous upgrades. So Burton emphasized merge and highlighted that there is a lot of work impending for the developer, that 55% of the work for Ethereum will be completed as soon as the merge is completed. He added the basic difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is that the Bitcoiners think of completing is about It is about 80%, but we think of completing, is only 40%. So I understand what he's saying. It's a pretty big deal there. I'm pretty excited of what is to come. 2023, though, if you read that, we're only going to be just fighting our ways into the sharding and the surge area. So it's cool to know that there is something and being changed into this crypto space. I'm kind of excited about that. If any of that, you can go to Twitter and check it out. Miles the Dutcher, whoever the heck you pronounce it correctly. But as you can see here, what's going on, it's the current mainnet and the beacon chain. So proof of stake layer. So that's what it basically has to do with the first stage. You'll get excited. We'll see what happens with that. We'll talk a little bit about some of the things. And I did want to talk about this, obviously, in the title. Ethereum, we talked a little bit about there. Didn't do no TA, but those 5 steps to the 100 transactions per second reminds me of something like Visa. It's incredible. So if you pay attention to this right now, currently we're staring at TradingView Cardano. Hit the like and subscribe if you do like things of this nature, but this is a very, very bullish divergence right now for Cardano. I have to get a little bit more liquidity going in because this is now FOMOing me in. I don't want to FOMO you in. None of this is financial advice, of course, but please understand this stuff, you have to do your own research. You have to check it out. Some people don't understand charts, but at the bottom here, I'm finding a divergence. And if you notice, May 22, we got one before, right about there. The 23rd, if you want to be precise, was the day of the jump. Well, we're getting another one currently right now, July 25th, 2 days ago, and it's continuing. If you pay attention, the last time we were down here, a few times we jumped up. So I'm looking to see where we're at exactly right now. From March 7th, we got that big jump. Let's see if we get that again. This is Cardano looking at the weekly. So if you were wondering what chart it is, it's the weekly chart for Cardano. Pretty excited for this right now. What am I paying attention to? Something similar to what I said may happen in this range, and in this range is way above $1. So I'm not going to go into any more crazier detail into this, but if you pay attention to the green circle of how we've been falling, it's been nonstop. Finally sitting in boring sideways action, so you don't need for me to tell you that. This is a weekly, so this is a long weekly boring action. The indicator did tell you pretty much what we saw. Total crypto market cap making our way back to the 1 trillion, so I'm pretty excited about that. It was 988 billion. Now we're trying to get back to the 1 trillion. Now it's 980. So not a big deal, but at least as long as we're making our way back to it, I do believe we'll be okay. A few things I wanted to talk about. Cryptocurrency market cycles, what you need to know. The Bitcoin rainbow price chart. I was paying attention to this. And this reminds me of the 200 moving weekly EMA here. And every time we come through down, we get this nice little bounce, and then we do head back up, right? So if you pay attention, as we did that sideways and then up, and then the ultimate move is high volatile waves towards new highs. If you pay attention, once again, hit this area. But I thought it was fun because it says maximum bubble territory, and it has this color on the top. So the maximum bubble territory, then the next one is sell, seriously sell. It says, I think this is a great chart. And then the FOMO intensifies, right? As you see here, it gets a little lower, even though it was already high. People think they're getting it cheaper. And then is this a bubble? And then you get to there, and then finally you're here, you're hodl, right? Hodl, we're in the middle. And then it's still cheap as it comes here, and then accumulate comes into here. And then as it says, buy, the bluish starts getting blue-green, and then finally all blue, basically a fire sale. And that's about where we're about to leave right now. We're about to leave the fire sale. So I thought that was pretty cool on the chart. Coming in, as you can see, they're continuing it, and it was pretty fun to watch it. As you know, Bitcoin was born in 2009 thanks to Satoshi Nakamoto, and I do believe since the person didn't really want to come out, I do believe it's the feds running this crap, and I'm getting sick of the feds running. We're going to watch a quick video. We actually really did yesterday to see this and then what would be happening, which would be absolutely phenomenal. I'll start with what color here. We'll go. Can you see that? Yeah, that's better. I just want to show you higher lows. We're creating new higher lows, and it's kind of exciting then, because if that happens, then we are bullish as AF. We're back on track, and all they did was just made me have to lift this chart, the symmetrical triangle pattern here, ascending channel, a little up. Because what happened is we got a nice little pull up. What happened was the feds found out that Bitcoin was moving and grooving, right? Total. So if you pay attention to that, I think that's kind of important to watch yesterday's. Not yesterday, but it was the last video we did. I think that was important because if you look at this chart, we're doing exactly what I said. New higher lows. We're creating new higher lows. It's got me excited here because if we continue this, well, what was the last time we did that? We can go all the way to the tip there. A 19% move on Bitcoin. So it got a nice 19% move. I get excited when I see things of that nature. Then I said, well, this could be where the 26,000 comes into play. So this could be all of what we're talking about. Finally happening, coming through. You need to pay attention, definitely to mention. We could go lower, but absolutely, if we break the 20,000, as I have said in many videos before, we're done. We're in deep doo-doo, and that's exactly what I said last time. So pay attention to that. As long as that does not happen, we create this new higher low. We will be back in action. We'll be back up. Nothing to worry about. Don't even have any indicators. We'll pay attention quickly to that. Here we are. Some indicators showing this is a 4-hourly even. We are still bullish on the 4-hourly. Very nice. Very nice. Come back up. The trend is your friend. Well, this trend just began. So if you want to get in on the beginning of a trend there, I'm excited about that. Currently, crypto market cap does back that. I think we're going to have to get to Cardano here and then Rally Coins coming now because we do owe it. So I'll have to change that in the title and Rally Coin or something. But if you pay attention to this Cardano move, I'm pretty excited about this. I think this would be a good time if you dollar cost average in, please. Only dollar cost average in, as you know, this is a very high volatile market. I don't want anyone to get hurt. So pay attention, definitely to mention on all of that. What's the abbreviation for Rally Coin? Rally Coin. Let's see. You know what? Because I should have it already. It's RLY. RLY. We're going to do Rally Coin next. It was a subscriber, a wolf, loyal to the channel, and wants to know, what do you think? So this is what we do for our followers. This is what we do for everyone. It was unfortunate we got so many, and we imagine if we get bigger. All right, so we don't have it now. Must have got rid of it, or we're going to find out when I add it. So Rally Coin, you could just add this into TradingView if you didn't know how to do it. You'll come here. There's a plus. What exchange would you like to follow it on, which would be something you would be familiar with if you'd like, but as you can see, there's not too many. I think Rally Coin is on Coinbase, and I think we have it already, so it's no big deal. But Bitstamp USD will take. So here we are. Add it in. Should be on the bottom. I know I have this already, but no big deal. That's the weekly. This is not the chart you want to look at. So let's see if we can find another one. Sorry, everyone. This is why you don't do this live, because then you will have this problem. KuCoin's usually pretty good. USDT. Let's see where we're at. Rally Coin. That's not correct. Okay. No big deal. I have it already on somewhere nice, and I don't want to do the euro. I'll have to check it out, see if it does match. Okay, so it does look like it's 4 cents. That does seem rather well. Okay, that seems right. So here we are, Rally Coin. Finally, as we screwed around a couple times, this is on KuCoin. Okay, so we got the KuCoin chart up, finally. Rally Coin rallying away. As I look at the chart, as I'm paying attention, this is a 4-hourly when I get to a daily. Doesn't have a lot of history on this token, even on the daily. But as you see, we're getting an ascending channel pattern. That is one of the things I'm paying attention to on this. Doesn't mean much at the moment, but currently getting that. Wish I would stop doing that. We're going to set this up just a little bit. Now, currently, if we are continuing to go up, we will find resistance at this price. Does seem to be very strong resistance at the 5 cents. If you're paying attention to this token on the daily now, it just tells me on the daily 5 cents is a problem. You may want to pay attention into it as much as you can. But as we come through here, I'm trying to get to the history of this token because it seems like we do have a better history than I thought. $1.50 seems to be the top for this token, Rally Coin. Daily chart right now. Looking at that, if you look at the next support resistance flipping, you're going to find yourself somewhere at the 36 cents, which is rather amazing. That's something to pay attention to beyond. Wow. So let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, I almost stuttered with words, right? Look at that support level all the way through July last year. Look at last year. So what I expect, and I know this sounds out of control because it was a year ago, there's a good chance you could flip this and you could have major resistance. I don't see why not. I wouldn't be taking a long position. I'm not saying right now, but I would definitely take profits at this level, major. Major profits, 50% at least minimum. I would not take anything less than 50%. You know how I am. I'm a 10, 20% guy. But looking at this token rally coin, and as we know, the whole market shifted to the downside. I believe this is an Ethereum token-based layer, blockchain. So most likely you'll have to do your own research on that. But let's see how we are. And as I said, Cardano. And we're already getting a jump up. See here on the daily, we've been bullish for the daily. But 4 hourly, we're stuck in this middle range here. So we got to find out what's happening. It is stuck in the middle somewhere here. This is what I would do. We're pretty high, actually, up on the RSI level. If you see every single time we go up here, we get resistance. So just pay really good attention, close attention to that, not little. Pay close attention to that. Pay very close attention. Every single time we're up here, what do? Well, we get that fall. We did not get it yet. I would not be surprised if the rally coin did fall more. So pay attention to that for sure. Why? Well, that one indicator has shown me. Now, could we be wrong? Yes, we could. But what's happening here, and this doesn't surprise me, there could be an ascending channel forming in here. But if not, it will turn descending, giving it a flat look, which is kind of what it has now, actually. There's a flat look into here. If you see the resistance staying flat, turning into kind of a descending, and then what will happen is you will get this on the rally coin. It won't go down that far. Just the down momentum is enough for me to make you understand. I'm getting like the hiccups. I don't know what's going on all the time. So if you hear me like pausing, I'm like in the middle of hiccuping and burping. Excuse me. All right, so good news is that we have a chance right here. And why I'm saying we're falling is if you look into it, there is a resistance at that level. Perhaps we're already hitting it. So that could very well be happening. Where is it? It's right here. It's very common. It keeps hitting over and over and over on this chart if you bring it down a little, even here before we fell. So do it again. We might do that. So pay attention around that area. Like I said, the 5 cents, but this is closer to just before 5. So rally coin, if you're paying attention to this token, if you're understanding where it may be able to take us potentially wise, there is an old big support at the 5.5, and that's going to be my final answer. 100% take a peek at that. You might want to look into this. I don't know how much it means to you. Not a lot of ticks up, but what could you do if you were hitting the bottom here every time and you were getting, if you were getting this ride and you want to make a couple bucks? Pete, what am I looking to do? Well, that small little tick up is going to get you about 43%, round up. So I would pay attention to that. I'd say about 42%. So if you want to get 42% on your money, obviously we're almost there already. That's not great. That's why you always pay attention to what's happening. We're coming back down to a full resistance level at the 4.5 cents. There could be a whole cent to be made on the rally token. So I'd pay attention to that. Bottom side here, as you can see here on this token and on this slope here, we cannot break or fall below here. Once we start falling and breaking below the 4 cents, this is going to be a major issue, and then you're probably going to find yourself all the way back to 3.5 cents. You're going to do the opposite of what we're talking about gaining here. You're going to lose about 40%. So this isn't either 40% gain, 40% loss. Be very, very careful. Currently, right now, already in an up. So if you're getting in now, you're FOMOing in, which is now up 26%. So be careful. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Don't FOMO in, even though I do believe this will still continue to go to this way. I wouldn't FOMO in. It's still got a nice wick to the upside. If you see, you just got 26% on your money if you were able to buy this current support level that already flipped the resistance, which is bullish, as I told you in the past. So that's already been said. I'm Wall Street Pete Sicto in crypto. I remember some guy saying in the beginning of my channel, it's like talking like a squirrel, like a nut. Yes. I was. I worked on Wall Street. You got to be able to talk fast, walk fast, eat fast, piss fast. Yeah, excuse me for saying it, but all these things very quickly in life. Harmony One token down 2 cents now. Whew, under 2 cents, making me sick to my stomach because I do have it at 3. I thought that was a good sale. Speaking of being down 1 cent. We're going to go over Jasmine. Why not? I don't know what Jasmine's doing. The circulating supply is really effing with the price. I don't know what they're doing. It seems like it lost a lot of volume. If you pay attention to that, this is so ugly looking. This is a 4 hourly, and currently similar to what I was saying with Cardano. If you went down to the 4 hourly, possibly on the Cardano, you would see something like this. Jasmine payment system. What are we looking for right now? Well, the last big move we had here took us to the 1.5 cents. So, like I told a lot of people, I think it was the 149, and we're sticking with that. If somebody's looking to take profits on this move on Jasmine, if you're not scared of the high volatile waves, then you will be okay. But I believe it was 149. as far as where we're going. But now that I look at this, yeah, here we go. See this peak right here? This was the last time we hit. There's no reason why we can't hit again. But if you look at this, and this sucks because now I'm looking at that, and I hate like I sound like Ed Bassmaster. Would you look at this? This is a much, and you're going to keep much more resistance flip support. I'm sorry. This is what I keep doing until I finally get to my bottom here and I see my medium. My medium is going to meet between all these levels and this one. So this is about as close as you're going to get as you finally adjust your support. This is just eye coordination now. This is nothing special, anything like that. As you can see, there's a support level that we're finally at. If you could really look into it, the dotted line is the current price. I bought this current price many times and prospered many times. As you can see here, we have not fell lower since May 9th. And if you keep buying this dip from this range, as it started getting new higher lows, as you can see up there, it was nice until it hit a resistance level as we hit the first price, as I told you. There will be major resistance at this level. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. There will be major resistance at this level. Major resistance there. This is the Jasmy payment system token. We may have to switch because what's happening is the TA is changing. So if you're selling there watching this video, you may want to watch. There's two big levels here that are hitting. This is what I'm watching right now. And this is short term for this resistance. Very short term. But pay attention as we're hitting resistance here every single time. And what is it doing? It's falling, like literally every time. So it actually flips support into resistance, which is not good. It's bearish. So we did that already. Now we're looking to flip resistance into support, which is bullish. So here we are. We'll find our way back up to here. I will take a selling price at the 0.1, right under a cent and a quarter for the Jasmy payment system. So please pay attention to that. As every time we hit the bottom of this trend line, every single time we hit that bottom, and what do I used to do? I think I used to do purplish, and then I would do orange for like a resistance. And as you can see, this is my major resistance up here, and that's pretty much how it's going to look. If you get rid of this bottom 1 cent range, as I'm trying to show you, there will be a way to be able to start. It's a new resistance we created, so you can kind of get rid of it if you want. Usually, just keep your eyes peeled and paid attention to the top layer there. I would say, hey, this is something we want to pay attention to. This is a range that I'm looking to get into. I'm looking to trade, but I want to tell you something. That could be the last time you keep buying at this price. This could be the last time. So pay attention definitely to that option. As you may understand here, as we're getting boring and sideways on this payment system, and as we're getting this bullish divergence, and I say it over and over again, falling wedge, definitely considered to be a very bullish pattern. Well, we're kind of getting that pretty strong. So I would really pay attention to that strong pattern now that is developing. Jasmy is the king, the queen, whatever you may want to call it, of falling wedges and then popping through. As you can see in our past history here, we've done that. So watch out for this very high volatile wave. I thought a cup and handle inside a cup and handle was coming, but perhaps it did happen in the downward slope, if you could see that. Wow. But this is really telling. I'm actually going to have to look into this and maybe get some Jasmy here. I had some, but not as much, and now it's looking like it's an easy buy. Please be careful, as you already know. We could continue to fall. Nothing guarantees that we're going to go through here, but this is very nice. Looking at the 4-hourly, and if I see that, and this is what we just did on the last one, right? Rally coin. Told you it looked like it was going down every time. Well, every single time we get down low into this U, right? Watch the U. What happens, ladies and gentlemen? What happens? Well, the U continues and goes on a ride, if I'm mistaken. Ask me. How many times does it happen? How many times? How many times does that happen? Well, every mother effing time. So, Jasmy payment system, every time we've gotten in this scenario, all the way, and we can continue to go all the way from April, March, every time, all the way from March. Honestly, that's the whole deal here. Since March 2nd, March 6th, that's why it was, almost has this lisp in there. Not 2nd, the 6th. March 6th. If you could see here, March 6, 2022, we started something, and now looks like Jasmy, looks like the whales are trading this pattern. So pay attention definitely to mention you may get something exciting to this magnitude. We originally had as the price to pay attention to was 1.5 cents. I would be getting out. That's the major top. If you pay attention, definitely the mother effing mention. That still consists of a true meaning here. This is a longer term. And this could be a liquidity grab. So I'm actually excited. Thank you, Gary. Once again, Gary comes to the occasion to talk about Jasmine token. Only a matter of time before we break out of that, finish above that price. If we do and not get this crazy major resistance, then we're going to see that price. So pay attention, definitely to mention. I'm Wall Street Pete. None of this is financial advice. You must do your own research, do your own homework on this. This is a cryptocurrency. It's very high volatile. It will hurt you. It can hurt you. Most likely it does, but if you do see here, we're getting some good sideways boring action. I'm very comfortable with it. This does not look healthy. As opposed to this is a little different. As you can see how much smaller it is. This is doing the same similar thing. We'll get a jump up, we'll make our money, and we'll get out. So that's why you always take profits, because if it does continue, as you can see, the trend is your friend till the mother effing end. I got to make it loud and noisy like that because it gets boring with my voice, but that's not a falling wedge. That's just a complete, utter mess. So please pay attention to the difference. Like I said, that is not a falling wedge in this pattern I'm showing you. It's just a mess falling down to the downside. When is it a falling wedge? Well, when the falling wedge looks similar to this action, you really can't say anything else. But this is usually the way it is. That will happen if it continues to stay at the resistance here. That's why you'll get that fall. But if the falling wedge fixes itself, which I believe it is, because if you see here, it's getting very small. If it doesn't come any higher than the 0.859 before it breaks out, we have a standard falling wedge, which is this. And then the breakout. So if you pay attention to it, we're on track for that as we're hitting the peak of the slope each time. But if it starts getting very, very boring like this, as it almost was, this will be a descending, and then you'll get that. So I didn't mean to scare you in the beginning, but that's a descending versus a falling wedge. So now you just learned something. Descending kind of stays the same peak of the resistance each time in the symmetrical pattern. This symmetrical pattern has it differently. Didn't mean to say descending. It has it differently. It keeps hitting the slope with a high type price. It keeps coming up with a dead cat bounce, but then it comes through and it won't peak up again past the previous one. So if you pay attention to what I was saying, previous, right? It's a lower low and another higher low, excuse me. So pay attention to that. That's what's happening, and that's a good pattern for a falling wedge. It's awesome. So actually, this pattern, if it does that, then you'll circle that, then you'll finally come through it and you'll break out of your falling wedge, which is usually a 65% fall breakout. So I'm looking for this. Hopefully it breaks out through to there. I'd be very exciting. I'm spending a long time on Jasmine token for a reason. This is the most potential, most exciting part of crypto. If you understand, this is most likely what's going to happen. So I'm Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Always a possibility of a fall, always a possibility of what can happen in this space. It's really tough. I expect you to just say, hey, I'm going to dollar cost average in this market. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm new. I want to be an investor, but I don't know what to do. Well, your best bet, like I said, it's not financial advice. It's just common sense. Do what Michael Saylor does. I mean, he does millions and billions in crypto space, but do what Michael Saylor does. He dollar cost averages in. So what he does is he makes money, has an couple extra bucks in his capital, puts it into the investment of the Bitcoin. Then, hey, when it hits what are we going to do when Bitcoin hits 50K? I'm just curious. When it hits 50,000 or 65,000 like we did last time, we're going to get resistant levels. I don't know if people understand that. It drives me nuts, but we're not there. We're not close to there right now. We know that 30,000 is a good top for resistance. But when we get there, I'm going to start selling. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm going to dollar cost average out when we get to the 30,000. When we get to the 50,000, I'm going to do the same thing. And then when it bounces from the 50,000, I may find myself buying into where I sold initially at the 29,000. So you have to understand that this is a game. This is a big, big game. And Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, you never would have thought, but it could become a game. And you don't want to lose this game, because this game would suck to lose at, because then the game naturally becomes life, and then life becomes depression. So please stay away from the people in the comment section. Do not click on the links in my comments. I'm sorry if I upset anyone missing the video the other night. We could not make it. But I please ask, hit the like and subscribe. We have a link at the end where you can send donations if you're killing it and you're making a lot of money and you want to put money towards the Sicto Crypto family. That's wonderful. We do not ask for that. You do not have to do that. We just ask for a like and a subscribe. But you would go to the About Us on the Facebook page of Wall Street, go to the About Us, and then on the bottom link there is a PayPal. So anyways, long story short of it all, I do believe that this chart is looking pretty strong. If we don't finish above the 20,000, just to recap what we spoke about before we go, you must understand that we're in trouble. Like I said, if we are in this slope and we're breaking through this slope, this is going to be a huge effing problem. You don't want to see this. This is when I'll be doing a video saying, is Bitcoin dead? Are we in danger? And the answer is most likely going to be like, yes, we're in deep shit. So if you understand what I'm saying here, finally, we don't want to see a recovery. We don't want to see a double bottom M pattern. We want to see the double bottom M pattern break right here. I thought it was the 21.5. We sat there for a second, and as you can see, we had to adjust, and that's why profits from resistance to support never always flips exactly, and you find yourself in the middle zone. And that's what happened. You always got to find these other levels, and that's why I have so many levels on my charts. Maybe you get it now. Some people are like, oh, that's not technical analysis. You have one, you have two, you have three lines. What the fuck are you doing? Crypto is so volatile. I have to be on top of all of it. It's one step at a time. And if you don't prepare yourself, as what I do for you on this channel, as what I do for you on Instagram, then you're never going to understand cryptocurrency. So please go on Instagram, follow us at wallst.pete, me studying all the charts and indicators in existence, and then boom, Elon Musk tweets. I mean, it's hilarious and it's so true. Thank you, Viral. Please, everyone, hit the like and subscribe. But this is what happens. The crypto space, the FOMO, everything is real. Let's continue to get these new higher lows in this blue coloring. If we do so on the Bitcoin price, we will continue to smile. Then maybe you'll finally sell. Maybe you'll finally sell, and you know what's going to happen? You're going to sell right here. You're going to go, well, look, Wall Street Pete told me 24,000 is where you're going to sell. It's the top of the slope, and you know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen, Captain, and you're going to fucking hate me. And I hate to tell you, but there's a good chance, a very, very good chance, and I know I sound silly saying good, but there's a good chance we're going to do something similar to the 26 or the 29,000 as I've been talking about for the past month, I feel like. So I know this sounds far away, but if you pay attention to what is happening in this chart and what has been happening, it's been working out pretty well. It's been scaring the living daylights out of you on this roller coaster ride. And if you notice, that's what crypto is. So I'm here to present to you and explain to you what's going on. The rest is up to you to believe it or see it. And as you can see, Kusama, I have old lines here from a while ago. I haven't done Kusama in forever. 50% golden pocket, just touched the bottom. What's happening? Well, we're getting a nice relief. I don't know if it's fake rally relief. This is Kusama. But what I believe is this is going to be a great buy. I was telling you at $65, there'd be a problem. You should probably take some profits. We did. Got major fall. Fell to the 38.2%, excuse me. Fibonacci sequence. Got a huge bounce. Still got resistance. Found a new resistance at the $70 range, $69 range. Then we went down all the way back to that level. Found ourselves in the bottom of the golden Fibonacci pocket. Bounced perfectly off it. So right now, currently, if we do not break the 38.2, which is obviously fucking hilarious, excuse my French, because we're hitting resistance on it, go figure. The $58 now is becoming a problem, showing me a dead cat bounce. So pay attention to that. I want to see this coil up a little bit. If it coils up, then I'm excited. And then what am I looking at? I'm looking at one of the biggest W's that is matching the rest of the chart that I was just showing you. So if you stuck to the end of this video, congratulations to you. If you are buying Kusama under the $50 like I was, you're watching this video going, yep, I had all this time to buy, and that time is gone. I mean, it's real. That time is gone, ladies and gentlemen. If you understand what I was saying, I was buying at $47 pretty much religiously, Kusama. And currently sold at 65, not all of it. Held a little more. Bought the dip at the 50%. Went too high, $57. It actually went to 56. Ooh, we could have got a dollar or two cheaper. No big deal. Just stick with the plan, right? We stick with the plan. We don't worry about FOMO in or out. We stick with the technical analysis. This is what the price action did. It FOMO'd in and out. Now I see some coiling sideways action, which is fantastic for me. So we're looking for that to bounce perfectly off the Fibonacci sequence. This is Kusama. I didn't expect to do it, but I do believe there's an upward W forming on this chart. You're going to be pretty miserable if you sold all of it, and that's why you don't do that, because in the long-term time frame, you will be miserable. Looking at the 4-hourly on the RSI levels, Kusama, holy shenanigans. Last time it did that, I bought it at $47. So you do your homework, you do your own math, you tell me what you think. What's the next move for Kusama? So I'm out of here like Vladimir. It's not Putin, but hey, this stuff is crazy. It's Wall Street, Pete Sickno, and crypto. You hit the like, you hit the subscribe. I'm pretty excited of what I just went over myself. None of this is recorded until we are done with the live. You can catch a live video if you choose. All you do is go to the bell notification, you hit the like button. The bell is all. Notifications, hit all. And when I go live, you'll get this live. You'll interact. You'll be in the stream chat up here. We'll be talking together up here. Be able to go over token if you choose. None of it will be financial advice, but hey, it'll be something similar to my strategy. I trade a lot of these tokens. We all have similar taste. You want to be a wolf? Well, you better hit the like and be a follower and a subscriber. It's very important. Candlestick chart book is up above where my finger is. The Wolf of Wall Street video is right there. You must watch the Wolf of Wall Street video. The GOAT is Michael Jordan. I don't give a damn who you are. If you're a young buck today watching LeBron James, well, he wears Michael Jordan's number, wears all his gear. I guess LeBron's the GOAT, right? LeBron's awesome. I'm not saying he's not. He's the best flop artist in the world, and he's a very good athlete, though. He's a very good athlete. The only guy I know that went to the NBA Finals as many times as he can. His percentage level isn't great. Football's coming. If you are a football fan, based off cryptocurrency last year, I survived not working off cryptocurrency and playing parlays. We'll be doing NFL picks this year again. Pretty good with the picks against the parlay, against the spread. That's what we do. If you want to go over each Sunday, we will do a video cryptocurrency / NFL picks at the end as we continue to do. I know Dingo likes that. I know a couple people do like that in here. But hey, be careful in the comment section. As I said, we must get back to 1 trillion market cap. It's very important to see that and to find our way back to the 1 trillion, 982, up 2% for the last day of the total crypto market space. So take care, everyone. Love you all. Peace in and peace out. And pay attention to the top 10 currencies. Dogecoin is in the top 10. That's amazing. Go Steelers. They have a new leader coming in, so you should be excited, Gary. They actually have a good team. I think they're a sleeper dark horse team. I think they'll be pretty good. If you're interested in the cryptocurrency, you must go over the top 10 to yourself. If I was a buyer in this crypto space, I'm going to go over it really fast before we go, and we're literally leaving right out of here. Avalanche. The DraftKings is good. Yeah, you can make some money doing that. We do the parlay picks. But we'll see. We'll talk about it. Avalanche, 15th token. Tron, TRX. Polygon, 13th. Polkadot, this is all by market cap. Dea, Dogecoin, Solana number 9. Cardano number 8. XRP in the 7th slot. BNB in the 6th slot. 5th, excuse me. Binance USD is in the 6th slot, excuse me. 4 is the USD coin, of course. 3 is Tether, and we know where we're going the rest of the way, obviously, Ethereum and Bitcoin. But pay attention to what's happening. The downside is starting to slow up. I'll show you real quick before we go what we're looking at. Right now, in the last hour, in the last 24 hours, it's kind of important to pay attention. How many people really care for this? But if you notice, the downside is starting to subside. We're starting to get a little bit of some calm action here. I'm dead serious. You have to pay attention to some of these things. This doesn't always mean this. This could be the beginning of a hell fall to the downside. But what my point is we've been falling. We've been getting a nice correction, nice little retracement, if you want to call it that. And now what's happening here is we're subsiding, and I do see the market getting comfortable. And I said a lot of the RSI levels in the bottom here are starting to look very delicious. Now, this is just one indicator, but the RSI looks fantastic. This is Kusama, if anyone's interested. And then look at the MACD. We're flipped bullish right currently now. I'm kind of souped for that as July 26th into the midnight. So if you were able to get some Kusama, well, you might have found a bottom for you. Congratulations. This is what we do. So you find this stuff information helpful. If you find this, as it is entertainment purposes only, fun and funny, hit the like anyway. I do appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and be very careful in this crypto space. We're going to have a good day.